Welcome back. For this lesson, we're talking about support tiering for storage accounts. From our last lesson, we talked about hot, cool, and archive storage. One of the other options that's going to be given to you when you create a storage account is going to be choosing between standard and premium. Standard is magnetic hard drive storage, and premium is going to be solid state. There are also several different types of storage accounts when you go to create. The first one is general purpose version 2. There is a legacy general purpose version 1. There is block blob storage, file storage, and legacy blob storage. So really the three that you need to focus on, because legacy will eventually go away, is general purpose version 2, block blob, and file storage. For general purpose version 2, you're going to have the ability to choose between blobs, files, tables, and queues, or a combination of all four. For block blob storage, though, you only have access to blobs. Now, why would I want to choose only block blob storage? Block blob storage is recommended for scenarios with high transaction rate, or scenarios that use smaller objects or require consistently low storage latency. File storage is only for files and file shares. This is recommended for enterprise or high performance scale applications that require very speedy access to files. Let's move on to talking about replication for each of the different storage accounts. For each of the different types of replication, there is going to be a primary region that the data is going to be copied to, as well as a secondary region for certain types of replication as well. In every case, there's going to be at least 3 separate copies made of your data. The first one is locally redundant storage, or LRS. This is going to create 3 separate copies of the data on the same physical location that the storage account currently resides. For geo-redundant storage, it's going to do the same thing as locally redundant storage, where it's going to create 3 separate copies at the physical location, as well as making a 4th copy on a different physical location on the secondary region. For zone redundant storage, we are going to have 3 separate copies of data once again, but instead of being at the same physical location, they will be in different availability zones in the primary region. And then finally, for geo-zone redundant storage, or GZRS, we're going to do the same thing where we're going to have 3 separate copies of data in 3 availability zones on the primary region, as well as having a 4th copy of the data in a secondary region physical location as well.